The media presents the issue of climate change as something so big and so menacing that people feel helpless to fight back. But it can be done. In the years to come, it will become a much bigger problem, but there is time to act in order to drastically reduce our carbon footprint. The original goal of the Paris Climate Agreement was to keep the average rise in global temperature to less than 2 degrees Celsius. But the latest figures from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change suggest that a 2 degrees Celsius rise is far too much. A 2 degrees Celsius rise would cause a 170% increase in flood risk, affect 18% of insects and 16% of plants, expose 410 million urban residents to severe drought by the year 2100, make it harder to grow food and crops to sustain an ever-increasing world population, and kill virtually all coral reefs on Earth. We still have the chance to counter these statistics. Hope isn't lost, and there's time to act. Scientists say that carbon emissions should be cut by 45% by the year 2030 in order to avoid the more severe effects of climate change. We met with Wärtsilä, an energy solution company in Finland.
I'm running a lab on a company that has a major role today in Finland and also globally in energy production. And now we are, following or answering the global need to mitigate the climate change.
Students and researchers are working with Wärtsilä to develop new ways of generating fuels by using renewable energy in order to lessen Earth's carbon footprint. As one of the biggest marine industry's equipment suppliers, Wärtsilä has a responsibility to supply efficient environmental solutions that can protect the quality of the seas. Renewable energy is a driving force here at LUT University. We came to see them at their lab to talk about their pioneering technology, which allows them to capture carbon dioxide directly from the air and convert it with hydrogen made from water into synthetic fuel.
I think the biggest problem now is that we have this climate change and we have to slash our emissions down. So we have to have replacement for fossil oil. Power to X means that we have electrical power first, and in this sense that we are talking about 100% renewable, it will be mainly by solar and wind, very low cost solar and wind. And practically the idea in Power to X is to electrify the other sectors of energy use that we cannot directly electrify. So it means practically that you make heat, you can make fuels, and you can make plastics or whatever and things like that by using electrical power as an energy source. And we can make this kind of fuels by electrical power directly from the air. So basically this kind of fuel is what we make here first time in the world by using solar electricity directly from the air, by taking CO2 from the air. And now we will be sending this to Wärtsilä Fuel Laboratory for their tests.
So actually the great opportunity what we have in Wärtsilä is our current technology that allows us to burn practically all liquid and gaseous fuels that contain certain amount of energy.
There is time to fight back against our changing climate. It's not a lost cause. Scientists are finding more solutions on both the small and large scale. So while government pledges to climate change agreements help to fight the battle on a large scale, there are a number of things you can do at home. Going green, riding bikes, switching to renewable energies, and even eating less meat can go a long way. All hope isn't lost, but we need to start fighting climate change in any way we can.